Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kate from Mindful Knots. For today's tutorial, I will teach you guys how to make a quick and easy crochet bear beanie. This tutorial is for an adult size beanie. It can be easily customized for other sizes. So let's get into the tutorial. For this tutorial, you will need a 6.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a crochet needle, and some yarn. This yarn is a weight for yarn, and I'm going to be using about 100 yards of yarn. To begin, you will create a slip knot, so you will fold the yarn onto itself like this. Twist the yarn and then go in from behind the loop with your fingers and then grab the shorter strand that's not attached to the ball of yarn. Then you'll pull it through that loop there. Insert your hook and then make that loop a little bit tighter there on the hook. To begin, you will chain up 5. And to chain, you will yarn over. So to yarn over, you'll go under the yarn and hook it, so that's a yarn over. You'll pull that through the loop on the hook, and that's 1 chain there, so we'll create 4 more. So we'll yarn over again by going under the yarn and then hooking it and then pulling it through the loop on the hook there. So that's 2. 3, 4, and 5. So now what we'll do is we will slip stitch that first chain we made. To slip stitch, we'll just insert our hook in that first chain. We'll yarn over, so we'll go under the yarn and hook it. So now what we'll do is we'll pull it through that first chain and then the loop on the hook there. So we'll pull it through both. Pulled it through the chain and now the loop on the hook. And when you did that, you created a little circle there. And then you have this tail. This tail, we're just gonna kind of act like it doesn't exist and just hold it pretty tight against the circle here. For the first round, we'll chain up 2. So to chain up again, we'll just yarn over and hook the yarn and pull it through the loop on the hook. So that's 1 chain, and then we'll do it again for a second chain. So now we're going to be working into the center of the ring there. We're going to be inserting 10 double crochets all together. So we're going to act like this chain 2 doesn't exist. That's not going to count as a stitch there. So to do a double crochet, you'll just yarn over. Then you'll insert your hook through the center of the ring. You'll yarn over again. Pull through the center of the ring. So that leaves you with 3 loops on your hook. You'll yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops, so that leaves you with 2 loops on the hook, and then you'll yarn over again and then pull through the last 2 loops, and that is how you create a double crochet. To do that again, you'll yarn over, insert your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over again, pull through the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and that's a double crochet. Altogether, you'll create 10 double crochets. I'll meet you guys back once you have created 10 double crochets into the center of the ring. And remember, just keep this tail close to the center of the ring. Just keep it really close and crochet right over it so you don't have to sew it in later. Okay, so now that you have 10 double crochets into the center of the ring, what you'll do is you'll take your tail, because you crocheted right over it in the back, you'll just pull it really, really tight. To close the round, you'll skip over the first chain 2, and then that first double crochet at the top of the stitch, you'll slip stitch. So you'll insert your hook, you'll yarn over, you'll pull through the stitch there and the loop on the hook. So you'll pull through the stitch and the loop, and then that closes the round up there. For this next round, you'll chain up 2, so you'll yarn over, pull through the loop on the hook, yarn over, pull through the loop on the hook, and that's 2 chains right there. Again, we're going to act like that's not a stitch, so we're not going to count that. In this round, you'll insert 2 double crochets into each stitch. So to do a double crochet, again, you'll just yarn over, insert your hook through that stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. That leaves you with 3 loops on the hook. You'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that's a double crochet, and you're going to insert another one in that same stitch. So you'll yarn over, insert your hook in that same stitch you just worked into, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you'll repeat that in each stitch all the way around. So that's 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So because you had 10 double crochets in the first round, for this round, since you're inserting 2 in each stitch, it will double and count. So this round you'll have 20 stitches altogether, and you again won't count that chain 2 there. So once you have inserted 2 double crochets into each stitch, I will meet you guys back. Okay, so now that you have 20 stitches, you will slip stitch to close. So you'll skip over that first chain 2 there, and then in that first double crochet you created, you'll insert your hook, you'll yarn over, pull through the stitch and the loop on the hook there. For this next round, you'll chain up 2. In this first stitch, you'll create a 1 double crochet, in the next stitch you'll insert 2 double crochets into the same stitch, in the next stitch you'll insert 1 double crochet, and then in the next stitch you'll insert 2 double crochets. So you'll just repeat that around by alternating between inserting 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets. So again, you'll start off with just 1 and then 2, 1, 2, and then you'll repeat that all the way around. And then you will end with an increase, so the last one you'll have 2 double crochets. So you'll repeat that around, and then I will meet you back. Okay, so now that you're at the end of the round, again, just like the other rounds, we're going to slip stitch to close, and we're going to skip over that chain 2. So we'll find that first double crochet and slip stitch there. For this next round, again, we'll start it off by chaining 2. For that first stitch, you will insert 1 double crochet, in the next stitch you'll insert another double crochet, and then in the next stitch you'll have an increase, so you'll insert 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So we'll insert 1 and then another in the exact same stitch there. You'll repeat that around, so the next stitch you'll insert 1 double crochet, and the next you'll insert another double crochet, and then in the next stitch you'll insert 2 double crochets. So that's the pattern for this round. You'll insert 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then in the next stitch you'll insert 2 double crochets. Again, like the previous round, you will end the last stitch with 2 double crochets into that stitch. So if it doesn't work out that way, you probably messed up in the pattern somewhere, so just go back and find the mess up, because it should end in an increase. Again, I'll meet you guys back once you have completed the round. Okay, so now that we have completed the round, we will skip over the chain 2 and then slip stitch that first double crochet. For the next round, again, we'll start it by chaining 2. In the first stitch, we'll insert 1 double crochet, in the next stitch, we'll insert another double crochet, and then in the next we'll insert another double crochet, and then in the next we'll have an increased stitch, so we'll insert 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So that's 1, and 2 into the same stitch there. And that will be the pattern for this round, so you'll insert 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then the next stitch you'll have an increase, we'll insert 2. So the next stitch we'll insert 1 double crochet, and the next we'll insert another double crochet, and the next we'll insert another double crochet, and then in the next we'll insert 2 into the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2 worked into the same stitch there. So you will repeat that around. Okay, so just like the other rounds, we will skip over the chain 2 and then slip stitch that first double crochet to end the round. For the next round, we'll again start it by a chain 2. For this round, we will insert 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then in the 5th stitch we will insert an increase. So this first stitch we'll insert 1 double crochet. The next round we'll insert 1 double crochet, or next stitch I mean. Insert 1 double crochet into the next. Insert 1 more into the next stitch. And then 2 double crochets into the next stitch there. So that's what you'll repeat for this round. You'll insert 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then insert 2 into the next. You will repeat that around, and again you will end with an increase, so the last stitch will have 2 stitches into it. So now that we're at the end of the round, we will skip the chain 2 and then slip stitch that first stitch there. Alright, so this should kind of look like a dome, so it should be kind of curving. That makes sense because you want it in the shape of your head. You can kind of customize this to fit whatever size hat you want. So just add more or less rows here. You can take these out if you want to make a kid's hat. And this should fit on top of the head there, because the next few rounds we're going to start building out the side, so it's not going to get any bigger, so this should be able to fit around the head. So if you want it to be larger, all you'll do is just add another double crochet on the next round. So this one we had 4, so you'll just do 5 double crochets and then an increase if you need to make it bigger. So for the rest of the hat, we're just going to be building up the sides of it. So to do that, again, we'll start the round by chaining 2. All we'll do to build the sides is just insert 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. Just 1 double crochet into each stitch, and since this round is pretty repetitive, I'll do most of it off camera. So yeah, you'll just insert 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around for this round. Okay, so now that you have 1 double crochet into each stitch, you'll again skip over the chain 2 and then slip stitch the first double crochet to end the round. So you will repeat that round until you get to round 16. You will create 10 rounds of just inserting 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. Alright, so now that you have 16 rounds of the hat is complete, and so you'll just flip up the bottom part to kind of make like a brim. And now we will begin with the ear portion. To start with the ears, you'll create a slip knot, so you'll fold the yarn onto itself like this. Then you'll twist the yarn again, and then you'll go in through the back of this loop here, and then grab the shorter strand that's not attached to the yarn ball there, and then you'll pull it through the loop to create a slip knot. You'll make the loop a little bit tighter up on the hook. To begin, you will chain up 4. Then you're going to make a ring, so you'll slip stitch the first chain that you have created. So you'll insert your hook, pull through the stitch, the chain there, and the loop on the hook. So then you have like a circle here. To begin, you will chain up 1, and this does not count as a stitch. You're going to be working into the center of the ring, and you're going to create 12 single crochets into the center of the ring here. So you'll insert your hook. Your tail, you're just going to act like it's not there. You're just going to hold it tight against your circle there. And you're just going to work right over it. So once your hook is inserted to the center of the ring, you'll yarn over, pull through the center of the ring. You have 2 loops on the hook, so then you'll yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, and that's a single crochet. So you'll insert 12 of those into the center of the ring. Another one, so you'll insert your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. That's another single crochet, and I'll show you guys one more time. Insert your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through the center, 2 loops on the hook there, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So you'll just insert single crochet after single crochet until you have 12 of them. So now that you have 12 single crochets into the center of the ring, you will slip stitch that first single crochet we created. You'll go right over that chain 1 and just slip stitch that first single crochet to close up the round. And then with your tail in the back, you'll just kind of gently tug at it to kind of close up that center there. For the next round, you'll chain up 1. And again, that doesn't count as a stitch at all. For this first single crochet, or this first stitch, we'll insert 1 single crochet. So you'll insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch there, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now that you have 1 single crochet in that stitch, the next stitch, you will put 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So you'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 single crochet, and we'll insert another into the exact same area. In the next stitch, you'll insert 1 single crochet. Into the next stitch, you'll insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And then you'll just repeat that all the way around. You'll alternate between inserting 1 single crochet, and then in the next stitch you'll insert 2 single crochets. You'll repeat that around, and you will end the last stitch with inserting 2 single crochets. To end this round, you will skip over that chain 1, and then in that first stitch there, you will slip stitch. For this next round, you will chain up 1. For this round, you'll just insert 1 single crochet into each stitch. So that's 1 single crochet in that stitch, and the next you'll do 1 single crochet. In the next stitch you'll do 1 single crochet, and then you'll just repeat that all the way around. So again, to close this round, you'll do a slip stitch. So you'll skip that chain 1, and then in that first stitch you will do a slip stitch. So you'll insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch and the loop on the hook. For this next round, you'll repeat the exact same round. So you'll just chain up 1 and insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Since this is repetitive, I'll do it off camera and I will meet you guys back. Okay, so we're done with the ear. You'll just kind of turn it inside out there. You'll trim up this inner piece there, and then you will cut a long tail so that you have enough to sew the ears onto the beanie. So now that you have both of your ears made, what you'll do is you will pick up your beanie, kind of eyeball where you want your ears. I think I kind of want it more on the side of the head. Okay, and then I'm going to be sewing the ears. So I'm going to count in 1, 2, 3 rounds. So that's where I'm going to start the ear, and then it's going to like kind of pan over the next 3 rounds there. So that's where I'll be sewing on the ear. You'll take your yarn needle here and thread up the yarn. Once you have your yarn through the needle there, like I said, we're going to be starting on the 3rd round there, so we're just going to insert our hook, pull up the ear. So what you'll do is just you'll take your yarn needle and you'll go around the edge here and you'll sew it onto the hat. Just kind of eyeball it and do the best you can. Okay, so now that you have sewn all the way around the ear there, and it is attached to the beanie, you could go around another time to be extra secure, but I find that this works just as well. So then you'll turn it on the inside here. So this is just how I secure it. There's multiple ways how you can secure this in the back, but I will just go under like the nearest stitch there like that. I'll pull it kind of like that, make sure the strand is all the way through, but then I keep a little loop there. Then I'll kind of tug this up. So then I kind of have like 2 strands around that loop, that stitch there. So I'll take off my needle. So then what I will do, I will just do a double knot here. And then I will sew in these ends with my yarn needle. And then trim the excess. And I'll turn it back around. And then I will attach the other ear the same way. Now that both of your ears are sewn on, your hat is complete. You'll just sew in all the ends and then you're ready to wear your hat. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial and thank you for watching.